All right, so this is a suggestion via a channel member. Let's check it out.
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't even go nowhere. What is wrong with you?
You need to back up because she's pregnant. Get the fuck
Then
out.
stop.
Okay,
Resist it.
Get off of me.
No.
In this
Let's go.
incident, a mother and daughter were involved in a shoplifting incident at a Walmart. Caught on CCTV, they were engaged in skip scanning. As the officers were alerted and arrived on the scene, they observed the duo only paying for selected items while discreetly taking others. The officers patiently waited until they attempted to leave the store, planning to confront them once they were red-handed.
Yes. Like what?
You're ringing stuff up as Kool-Aid packets, and then you rang up a tank top for the shirt.
As things intensified, the situation became tense. The officer calmly explains that she needs to place her hands behind her back because she's under arrest.
I'm gonna hang on to your purse for you. No, you're not gonna touch my purse. You can keep that. Everyone's not cooperative. You're under arrest. No, you are under arrest.
She didn't walk out the door.
I didn't walk out that door.
Do not move. You are under arrest. You are under arrest. Do not move.
Oh,
You trying to take me no purpose?
yes.
Yes.
Okay, here. Okay.
Just follow. Go with them. Go with them. I need you to come here. Place your hands behind your back.
I'm not going to jail.
I didn't say you're going to jail. I said you're under arrest.
No, that's
Sir,
I mean, she'll go to jail if this is not her first time.
You are under
Hey.
arrest.
Hey, listen, you're not gonna get far running. So just stand still.
not go nowhere.
However, she resists, confused and fearful, claiming she hasn't gone anywhere and shouldn't be arrested. The situation escalates as she pleads that the officer is hurting her and demands to let her go. She calls for her daughter, claiming she's pregnant and asking for help.
I did not even go nowhere. What is wrong with you? Get your hands off of me. Okay, get your hands off of me. You're hurting
Hey,
me.
don't enter into this. Here we go,
You need
guys.
to back up because she did.
pregnant.
She didn't leave.
I didn't even go nowhere.
So
She
then
didn't
back up
leave the
then.
door, so therefore you can't grab on her.
Okay, can you let me go?
Let go.
No, I cannot.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
Under arrest.
No,
For
she's
what?
not under arrest. She didn't leave out.
I didn't even go nowhere.
Can
Watch
you
out,
stop
boss.
touching
Okay,
him?
Can you just let me go?
No.
Okay, I will do what you ask. This is my daughter. Can you stop, please?
I need her
Yeah,
to
she's
leave me
definitely bro. She is definitely the pregnant one here. Is definitely acting as a buffer between the police officer and the mother. Like, this is absolutely wild. Like, how much do you want to get away with because you're pregnant? Okay, and yes, definitely. He in fact asked. Well, no, he was definitely pointing the taser at the pregnant woman, right? But if you listen to actually what she said when that happened outside here, she said, "Oh, I'm about to get a check." Then the mother heard that and was just like, "Let me turn around because I don't want my pregnant daughter to get tased." That's basically how that happened.
Hey, Tyra, stop. No, Tyra, stop. Okay, she's pregnant. Please let me go, and I will calm down. Stop. Why are you squeezing my arm? Get my phone and record this.
No, he can't do nothing. He didn't. You didn't walk out the door.
Okay.
Get
What are you doing? I'm not even doing nothing.
Get off of her. She
I'm
didn't go out the door, so
I'm
it's
not even
going
doing
What does that
nothing.
mean?
Let her go.
You passed every single point of sale.
So you have to let her
She
go.
is pregnant.
Amid the chaos, another voice interjects, trying to clarify that she hasn't left the scene, suggesting the arrest is unjustified. Despite her protests and the confusion among bystanders, the officer maintains that she is under arrest, urging her not to resist and to comply with the handcuffing procedure.
Okay,
You
real
are
simple.
under
You guys are under arrest.
No,
You're
you
not
guys
in
are
charge
not
for
under
theft.
arrest.
Put your hands in front of you.
No.
You're going to place your
Okay.
handcuffs.
Okay, can you? Okay.
It's not up for debate.
Touch me. Get
It's
off.
not up for debate.
Wow, get the.
You know your pregnancy is not a get out of jail free card, right?
Get off of me, bro.
Stop resisting. Put your
Move.
hands in front of me.
Let me call
I'm
Get
offering to
off me.
handcuff you. Do not interfere with me.
Off of me.
Stop it.
Get off of me.
Trying to not hurt you. You are under arrest. You are not in charge of this.
Move. Get the off of me.
Bro, I would charge you with child neglect for acting like this. That's what needs to
The
start
ordeal
happening here, guys.
continues, with her repeatedly asking the officer to stop, asserting her innocence. And the growing frustration and desperation are palpable as bystanders begin to record the incident, shouting objections and trying to intervene without success.
Okay.
No, I'm pregnant. Get off of me.
Well,
Nope.
you gotta stop fighting, okay?
Get off of me.
All right, stand up. Stand up for me. Put your hands on your back, okay? Put your hands on your back. Yeah.
Get off of me. I didn't know that. Get the fuck off of me.
Help them. You got her?
No, move. Get off of me. I didn't do nothing. Get the fuck off of me.
You're on the
No.
rest. Let's go.
Move. Get off of me. I didn't do nothing. Get the fuck off of me.
What did you think was going to happen? Now you're banned from Walmart. Bro, you a grown man. Pull your pants up.
You didn't have to do that.
Shut your mouth.
You was twice her age, man. You ain't have to do that.
Everything, and I recorded it.
Great. Did you record from the beginning? What? Black people don't got no rights is what she said, but the subtitle says "don't go nowhere" for some reason. But what are you talking about? you want a right to steal, right? You want a right to be a criminal, specifically in the context of what's happening here. You want the right to be a criminal, and then immediately get off of whatever criminality that you're engaged in by saying you're pregnant. Listen, going forward, all right, going forward. Anyone who is committing a crime and then they out of nowhere say that they're pregnant so they can get leniency, charge them with child neglect, bro. Because if you wanted to live a clean life, right? Let's say this here, and not be a legitimate criminal, and you know you have a baby inside of you, maybe you should do things that are conducive to the health and benefit of the child, instead of putting the child in terrible scenarios where you can get tased, okay, or get into some type of crazy kerfuffle with a police officer, end up falling on your stomach or something. Understand this here, guys. Child neglect charges by default.
A situation unfolds where officers confront a woman accused of stealing. Despite claims of her being pregnant and not resisting, tensions escalate. The confusion and confrontations continue as she and another suspect are detained and accused of theft.
Pull this leg in.
Yes, can I just want to make sure my daughter's all right.
Well, your daughter's out there. She's fine.
Okay. I mean, you shouldn't do all that. She was pregnant.
Okay, she's still.
Shut your mouth.
No, she's not resisting. She was just saying.
She's not resisting? She didn't commit battery on Leo multiple times? Oh. I guess that's a thing. That did not happen on this video.
That's the card. I think her receipt's in her bag.
You can leave. Like,
Yeah, 524 and 446.
So I'm going to take it.
No, we'll wait.
Thank you.
You're good.
As the officers handle the situation, they inform the suspects of their rights and the legal implications of their actions. They stress that even if the suspects hadn't left the store, attempting to conceal items already constitutes theft.
You walk past multiple points of sale.
Are you really arrested me? So like, go to
You understand your rights?
You didn't know that?
You understand your rights?
He said it
Yes, you're
multiple
under arrest
times.
for theft. Okay? It doesn't matter if you haven't left the store. Once you pass the last point of sale.
I didn't pass nothing.
Hey, well,
Oh my God.
you're under arrest.
You conceal an item is theft, whether you are in the store or not.
Okay, but
All right, we're not having court out here. Just go.
Okay.
Yes. Have a seat.
If you enjoyed this case, hit that like button and share it with your friends. And if you haven't already, make sure
there
to
more?
subscribe to our channel.
Oh, there is more. Okay.
No. My past, what was going on.
You just want me to ask what's going on, that's all.
They're under arrest for stealing. They didn't want to be detained for stealing. They resisted arrest.
They were stealing? Yep. Okay, let me let you, this is the past. I don't forget about it.
They were caught for stealing. They were approached by it, started the scene, didn't want to be placed under arrest for it, and that's where we're at now.
Okay, let me just think it like.
Hey, not local.
I might not have okay, hold on. What did you say? What?
They're placed under arrest. They were stealing. They didn't want to be detained for the theft. They resisted arrest. Now they're both going to county jail. Correct. Correct. I'm Officer Ortega. The county. That's right.
During the arrest, the officer reads them their rights, explaining that they have the right to remain silent and the right to an attorney. If they cannot afford one, the court will provide an attorney for them. They are also informed that they can stop answering questions at any time and request to speak to their attorney.
What's your name, young lady?
My name is Sahar. See my ID. I watched you look through the whole purse. There's nothing in there. I didn't steal nothing. You didn't see me walk out with nothing.
Okay, what does that mean?
So you're under arrest right now. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can't be used against you in court. You have the right to an attorney. If you're not affording an attorney, the courts will appoint one to you. You have the right to stop answering questions anytime you talk to an attorney. You also have the right to stop answering questions at any time. Do you understand what your rights are? Okay.
During the arrest, assistance is provided to help the daughter, who struggles physically, safely exit the vehicle. The officer patiently guides her, ensuring she does not hurt herself while getting out of the police car.
Never happens that way for us, unfortunately.
All right, guys, this is getting a little bit dry. Let's move to the dramas, guys.
To call somebody to pick up their groceries if they want. Come on out, ma'am. You need some help?
Yeah.
All right. It's going to be a little easier if you can lean back a little bit and get that other leg out.
Okay.
There you go. All right. Now we can scooch forward. Now you can press against the frame. There you go. Scoot yourself
Oh, I
forward.
can't. Honestly, can't. Woo. Hold on.
Guys, hey guys, move the camera.
Right. Let me do this.
Try to take me out
Yep.
like that.
You ready?
Yep.
Watch your head. Watch your head. Watch your head. There
All
go.
right, you got it.
There you go.
There we
you
go.
Can I tell you something?
What's up?
Go ahead.
I would have, even though I was as mad as I would have never took care of that warrant
I believe it.
because I actually forgot about it. And you said,
If you don't get bond posted tonight, you'll see a judge in the morning.
you okay? Where's your purse?
What's up front with me? I'm going to get your purse and stuff now.
He said my phone is on the.
Yep, I'll get it all.
Furthermore, the officers took the time to explain the legal ramifications of carrying any illegal items to the jail, stressing that it was not a judgment but a standard procedure. This was to prevent any further complications upon their arrival at the county jail.
Hey, real quick, while I got both of you here, I want to say this now so I don't forget later, okay? Now, understand that what I'm about to say, I tell every person that I take to the county jail. It is not a personal thing. It is not an accusation. It is a statement, okay? If you have anything on you, any drugs, any paraphernalia, or any weapons, right now is your time to tell me. The lighter doesn't got paraphernalia. Right? Including marijuana. If you got any,
Oh, no, I don't.
right. I'm not making a judgment. I'm making a statement, right? That
I think I got.
once we get to the county jail, it doesn't matter what it is, right? Your lighter is not irrelevant.
Okay, do you want to put my keys in my.
I'll check here in just a second.
Okay.
But if you have any, pipes, any papers, anything like that, any drugs, once we get in the county jail, it doesn't matter what it is, it becomes a felony free for conveyance. So right now, we can deal with it, on possibly like a lower misdemeanor level, depending on what it is. All right? But again, it's not a judgment, it's a statement that I make to every person I take to the county jail. So when we get in there, like, I had dope stuffed up in me. I didn't know. You did know because I gave you the opportunity. I have made the statement. Cruiser camera's reporting, my body camera's reporting, right? There's no denying that people were given this.
Okay, yeah. Neither of them look like they were on any type of hard narcotics, so I can see how that could be misconstrued.
Are you worried about something?
What's wrong?
Just about being in the back of the car?
The mother and daughter had attempted to commit theft by scanning cheaper items, like Kool-Aid packets, instead of the actual more expensive items they were taking, with the total cost of the stolen goods exceeding $500. The incident serves as a harsh reminder of the consequences of stealing, especially in such a compromising situation with a pregnant daughter involved.
I'm telling you, bro, neglect by default.
This unexpected case of a mother and daughter
fixed a lot of problems
using Kool-Aid packets to manipulate their checkout total at Walmart, it's a reminder that not all clever tricks can lead to a clean getaway.
Okay, guys. Okay, let's move on. Oh, gee, dudes. Hold on. Because you guys were talking about something super interesting earlier. I want to kind of back up to that for a second here. Body cameras, in fact, have changed the way I think people look at how policing actually is, right? Because before all of this here, people were just like, oh, they're just targeting everyone. But now we see the body cameras and we're just like, guys, do you see what they're dealing with? Like daily? This is their daily life, right? Like this is their daily bit of absolute they are dealing with all the crazies that society basically doesn't want to deal with here. And it definitely has gone two ways for me, at least here. Like I was never one that followed generally the national narrative. Not really, right? I care about facts, right? And when you were to look at like court documents, even you start to realize that what the overall narrative is generally isn't the super true all the time. Could there be small instances of absolute crazy things that happen? Yes, definitely. I mean, everyone is human. You get what I mean here, guys? But what I think it shows more so is how crazy some people act when things are happening, okay? In the heat of the moment, people are acting absolutely crazy, tensions are high, and these type of things happen here. But I will say, though, the one thing that it showed me that the police do, me being someone who absolutely generally is infatuated with the U.S. Constitution, right? The beauty and glory of it, let's just say this. What I constantly see from police officers is basically the same thing. I wouldn't call it a violation specifically, because you as an American should basically know what your Fourth Amendment is, and you don't fall for the tricks. But I do see that they're willfully, consistently, based on nearly, I would say solid 90% of the videos that you guys send me, it is the same exact, like, it's not a constitutional violation, because you should know that you don't have to do certain things, right? Specifically identify yourself, specifically if you're not being charged with anything. Stop doing that. That's crazy. But they are banking on the fact that people are idiots and they don't know their rights, if that makes any sense here, right? That's it. That's generally the one thing I see on like 90% of the of the body camera videos, right? Just because someone asks you for your ID, right, that doesn't mean you have to ID yourself, guys, okay? Not really, all right? That's generally not a thing. But, you know, unless they're going to threaten you with arrest, and then you go ahead and give your ID, and then you get paid. But that's basically what I'm trying to point out here, okay, guys? And that's the only thing that I see coming from the cops' angle generally, and I mean consistently. I can almost guarantee every video that I see is going to be someone not aware of their Fourth Amendment and is completely identifying themselves for no reason. Generally, that's kind of what I see. And then from the other side, it's just people being crazy, bro. Completely being crazy. And I mean absolutely, insanely, out of this world, crazy, bro. That's it. But I'm definitely glad body cameras exist, because, again, it definitely did not do what people thought I think body cameras were going to do for people. Guys, do you want to watch movies with me? I never actually thought to like promote it over here, guys. But if you guys do want to watch it, guys, we have hundreds of movies. And I mean
hundreds of movies that we've reacted to. You guys can come watch them with me if you want to, along with many TV shows. Currently, we're working on the show Dexter, along with Vikings, and we have a lot of series that are already completed. But if you guys do want to watch it with me, the link is in the description. Everything's available at the second tier. But of course, if that's not your thing, guys, don't worry. Right? Listen, like and subscribe.